you back, but I know it won't work like that, huh?
Talking with Jared Weeks from Saving Abel. You hit on Baptize Me, that was released April 14th of this year. You want to tell us a little bit more about that song and what that means to you? And
Baptize Me was one of the first songs that we wrote when we started recording this album. Now I grew up in the church. You know, my grandmother played piano. My mom was the choir director. I had uncles who were preachers, so I couldn't even listen to rock and roll growing up, you know. But I grew up in the church, so obviously when I was writing this song, the song is about, you know, rediscovering the power that you hold as an individual and taking that power and taking back control of your life, you know, because my life has spun out of control there for a few years until I actually started working on my mental health and things like that. But, you know, that's why it says I ain't getting out alive. It's time to live again, you know. Yeah, that's exactly what it meant for me. It's about taking your power back and rediscovering the power you have and how valuable and worthy you are. You know, we're the writers of our own stories, and we can be the heroes since we're the writer. You know, and I just want to motivate people to realize their worth.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, Baptize Me has become my absolute favorite song since I would say about April 14th, April 15th.
No,
it does. And you know what? I believe our listeners and stuff, anybody who hears this song, you can find meaning in it for yourself. And like what you said, Baptize Me, it's kind of like a rebirth.
Chris
You gonna
Cornell
hurt yourself?
said that. You know, he said, you know, once you release the song, he's like, it's no longer yours. And that's what I love about music.
Good.
You know, each person can hear a song and get something different out of it.
Yeah.
You got the next single is coming out at the end of July, and that's coming up pretty soon. Can you tell us a little bit about what we should expect?
Yeah, this was the absolute first song that I wrote when we came back to when I came back to Saving Abel. I actually wrote this song during the isolation. It was during the time period, you know, where it was, you know, pick a political side, and the George Floyd incident, you know, had happened, and it was just we were in isolation, staying at home, and it was just not a real good time for a lot of us. The song is about, you know, being that change that you want to see in the world. Well, in order to do that, you have to look inside at yourself, at your core, at some of those things that you're not so proud of or ashamed of. And you got to sit down and you got to heal with those things, man. And that's how you move forward. But the song is called Fire, and it basically says, you know, don't play stupid anymore. You had everything you needed all along. So Jason came up with the tag on that one day when we were coming back from the studio. But I'm really excited for it to be coming out. Like I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be like, holy crap, this sounds better Saving Abel than before. You know, it's a heavier song. So we're pretty excited about it.
You know what? If you could collaborate with any musician, living or dead, who would it be?
Oh, man.
I know, I don't want to put you on the spot.
That's like a loaded baked potato there. I think I would still even Paul McCartney, definitely. I love the way he writes songs, but I think John Lennon would be somebody that I would like to sit down and feel the energy off of, sit in a room, maybe write a song. And that's just something about when you sit down to write songs, you know, you have to go off the energy that's in the room, you know, and that's one of my favorite things about it. But my daughter's name is Harper Lennon, and she goes by Lenny. So I know she'd kill me if I didn't answer John Lennon on this question.
Well, what advice do you think you would give for someone wanting to follow in your footsteps in the music industry?
I believe that the universe, we have a passion in our lives. I believe that if you find what makes you come alive each and every single day and you chase that, I believe that the universe will open up the doors for you, because it has nothing more than it wants you to live a happy life. We all deserve a happy life. But as for me, you know, when I started getting into music, it literally, like, it led my heart to where it wanted me to be. So I will just say, you know, I know it's hard. It might be hard right now. It might not be, but keep pushing. If you can see it in your head, you can make it possible. Period.
That's great advice. Great advice to even take, even outside the music industry and anything that anybody does. You know, if you can see it, You can believe it, you can make it happen. Stay tuned. We'll return to the interview with Jared Weeks from Saving Able after these messages.
Storm season is here, and State Farm agent Brock Whitmore and the Weather Eye Weather Center has you covered all season. When the rain pours and the hail falls, tune into the Weather Eye Weather Center to find out breaking information about the immediate threat of severe weather. State Farm agent Brock Whitmore and the Weather Eye Weather Center, keeping you safe from the storm.
With summer around the corner, that means harvest time in Kansas is almost here. When driving farm vehicles, don't forget to look up. Each year, dozens of farm workers die from electrocution when equipment like augers and sprayer arms contact power lines. Always remember to lower equipment extensions when moving. Use spotters when working near lines and report any damage or sagging lines. A safety message from Midwest Energy, a customer-owned cooperative, making energy work for you.
Are you looking for a fun and exciting way to spend time with your family and friends? Look no further than miniature golf. Precision Valley's courses offer you all the fun and challenge of a full-size golf course, but on a smaller, more manageable scale. Precision Valley's course is full of twists, turns, and obstacles that will challenge golfers of all ages and skill levels, and their bright and colorful designs will make you feel like you're in a world all of your own. So come down to Precision Valley and experience the fun for yourself. While you're there, grab some pizza and enjoy the indoor simulators. They're open 7 days a week and offer affordable rates for the whole family. Don't miss out on all the fun.
Talking with Branson from Big Creek Crossing.
Us here at Big Creek Crossing are enjoying this weather and hope you are too. We're ready to give you the best experience to enjoy all your upcoming activities, including everything from apparel, food, entertainment, and leisure. Come on over and find this perfect pair of running shoes or trendy outfit for that social outing. We also offer tasty food from our Imperial Garden restaurant, great movies from our AMC movie theaters, and even massages from our massage kiosk. Don't forget to come see our Cobb Valley Greenhouse for all your gardening needs and stay up to date with all of our upcoming events at our Big Creek Crossing Facebook page.
PJ here with Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service in Hayes, Kansas. Riding down the open highway, smashing miles and smashing bugs, that's cool. But then you get home and now it's time to get those miles and bugs off that scooter. And let's face it, that ain't cool. So let Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service give it our complete motorcycle detailing package. A meticulous and comprehensive hand wash, remove surface contaminants, intensive compounding and polishing, Silajet ceramic paint protection for durability, and enhanced gloss. So schedule today. Good Times Motorcycle Sales and Service, 1007 Vine Street in Hayes.
It's your post-rock radio local community calendar. This is what's happening in your town.
Kids, critters, and cowboys are welcome at this year's Trigo County Fair, July 11th through 15th in Waukene. Whether it's watching animal shows or hitting the rides, you're guaranteed to find something you'll enjoy. You can find a complete schedule and entry forms at the Trigo County Fair website. With your community calendar, I'm Danielle Wagner.
Talking with Jared Weeks from Saving Able. All right, well, not to get too personal, Jared, but going to get a little personal for the fans out here in western Kansas. I kind of wanted to know what's an average day like for you when you're not on the road and you're not touring?
Oh, man, this is an easy question. I got 3 kids. There's always something going on. I usually wake up before the kids because it's really the only time I get time by myself. But I'll wake up and I'll take my dog Winter. I'll take her for a walk because it's an excuse for me to get a little cardio as well. Usually when I get back to the house, Scout, my 5-year-old's awake with my wife. We'll watch 1 or 2 episodes of Bluey, and then my daughters wake up. If I'm not making macaroni and cheese by 1 p.m. for lunch, I don't know what else I'm doing. Most of my life is spent cleaning up messes that I just cleaned up and eating cold macaroni and cheese by the sink.
Okay, so what you're saying is my average day this last week was kind of similar to some of yours. That's kind of cool. Pretty down to earth, mac and cheese dad. There we go.
I'm a dad, a dad and a husband, I got a mortgage and a yard that needs cut as well. So, I've always wanted to be a dad, though. So I love my life. I love my kids, and I love what I get to do.
If you couldn't be a musician, what would you do?
I was a phlebotomist before I was a musician, or while I was a musician. But there's always going to be a demand in the medical field, and I was pretty good with needles. I mean, I've been a diabetic since I was 11. So I used to draw people's blood for a living. I was a vampire, and I was pretty good. I was the one that they called, and nobody else could get it. So I would probably still be in the medical field, working at a hospital or drawing blood or something like that, you know.
Nice. Wow. All right. Well, we all know, you got some tattoos here and there, a few, Do you have a favorite, and would you like to tell us maybe the meaning of your favorite tattoo?
My favorite tattoo? It's my latest one because it has to do with the new album. It's a broken light bulb with flowers growing out of it. And basically, to me, why I came up with that, it basically just means that life can still come from broken things, which means a lot to me because, I tell people all the time, if I can do it, you can do it. But until I actually did it and loved myself enough, I never would have known. So I just, basically the album's going to be called From the Damage. Not a lot of people know that, but you guys know it now.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what it's about right there. Life can still come from broken things, Life can still come from the damage.
All right, here's a fun question here we got here from some of your fans here. If you were stranded on a desert island, here we go, what 3 items would you want with you?
Am I a diabetic on this island?
Let's say no. Let's say
Okay,
you're
sure.
perfectly.
Okay, so I can let go. Okay, I can let go of the insulin. All right.
Yeah.
I would want a genie in a bottle, a guitar, and Cheez-It.
Jesus.
I can live off those.
Awesome. That was my next follow-up question too, from a fan. It says, in the same island, if you can only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It would be Cheez-Its or popcorn.
It would be Cheez-Its and popcorn. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm coming over to your house to snack.
With extra salt, maybe some M&Ms in it. We'll figure it out.
Ooh, a little chocolate. There we go. For somebody who's never been to a Saving Abel show, what can they expect tonight?
We're a Southern rock band, so we're loud and we're proud. And we play lots of Southern rock licks, especially from our guitarist, Scott Bartlett. He's Baltimore via Memphis, Tennessee, but he's a phenomenal guitar player. And it's a high-energy show, actually. We only play 1 or 2 ballads. And tonight we're going to be playing 5 new songs off of our upcoming album. So you guys will get to hear stuff that nobody else has heard tonight.
That's going to be amazing. I look forward to it. I'm so excited for tonight's show. Jared, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us and stuff. I know that fans here in Western Kansas have loved it, and they're headed to your show tonight too, and everybody's so excited.
I'm really grateful. They just, there's going to be some people show up tonight, man. They said we had some good ticket sales. So, me and the rest of the band, we're stoked, man. We can't wait. High energy. We're gonna bring y'all some Southern rock and roll tonight.
Absolutely. You know what? I might even get to meet you tonight. I look forward to that with that VIP.
Yeah,
so there we go, sir.
I got something for you when you get here.
Oh, well, that's awesome. We heard it right here, June 23rd, Fox Theater, Hays, Kansas, 6 p.m. That is tonight. Saving Abel. Jared Weeks, thanks again for everything. And I hope you have a fantastic show tonight. I know you'll have a fantastic show tonight. So,
thank you so much, man. We're really looking forward to it. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you soon.
All right, see you, Nicole. Bye.
All right, bye. Thanks again for the interview, Jared. Once again, that is Saving Abel at the Fox Theater in Hays tonight. Starting at 6 is when the concert starts. Saving Abel goes on around about 7. You are not going to want to miss it.
State News this hour is being brought to you by Leon's Welding and Fabrication of Hays.
Airline supplier halting operations. With MyTown Media News, I'm Bruce Beathy. Spirit Aerosystems, a major